Hey gang! What's happening? I hope everybody's having a good day. It is very nice. The sun is shining once again, but it's not outrageously hot like it has been last week. I've made like plant and sat in the sun and had some water. And now I get to be a huge, massive nerd. There was a Pelipper. There was a Pelipper lurking. It knew. What did it know? I don't know. Ask girls. Anyway. Welcome to, Undiagnosed ADHD stream part 2 of I'm gonna stack some shelves with some stuff. So, you know, what's the one? Back by unpopular demand. Me! Hello. How are we doing? Hope everyone is doing well. There we go. But yes, we're dealing with this. Got shelves. Wow, got music. There we go. Shelving acquired yesterday. They weren't stacked yesterday because the act of putting them up got some of the paint on the inside knocked. So we got left overnight to dry. I am doing... What am I even doing? I'm doing one heck of a pose at the moment. Huzzah! We've got energy. We've got energy. Gotta work. Bye, Das! Thanks for dropping in. Much by very damn... Wow. Wow. Much popular. Heck. Thank you. I wish. I wouldn't stress so much. I'm gonna put the fan on a low setting. Let's not have the chair blocking the microphone. Microphone's been moved forward once again because I'm gonna be walking around the room. Him here. Boy is here. He's currently got pillows stacked on top of him. We don't know what to do with these. We just have these pillows that we mysteriously obtained. I talked about this during the last Unpacking stream. We've got to be the only people who somehow gained more stuff in the process of moving. I feel like most people lose stuff when they move. We obtained things. These are not ours. Well, they're ours now, apparently. We don't know what to do with them. They might go to a charity shop, I don't know. But they're on Archer at the moment. He's got a new spot. He was on the floor. He's now got something to perch on. This is the folded up bed that my parents have brought round that they hung on to for about 5 years for me. So that's that. That's that. And that is the focus for today. That's good. We've got the big boy. We've got the okay. Right. Yeah. I mean, I literally just moved this, but we've got like box number 1, bag number 1. We've got box number 1, bag number 1, bag number 2. Box number 2 and box number 3 of plushies. I'll be real, guys. I don't think they're all gonna fit. And I think everybody who thought they were gonna fit was being very optimistic. But we're gonna start, so I am gonna keep the chair for the front, I think. Just so I'm not stretching myself. Because I can reach that without even standing on my tiptoes. So I can reach that to get people down, but for the sake of like putting everybody up and getting them organised, I'm probably going to stand on the chair. So thank you for subbing again, Cor. you couldn't tell from my screams. Foxy is going on the top shelf. Aw, it's like he was built for it. It's like he was built for it. Banging. Let's see, Coco. This is from my aunt and uncle. Do you have a bag in a box? Yes. Yes. At some point she got some, like, sticky stuff on the bottom of her paws, which has mostly come off now, actually. My hand went to the paw and almost expected to feel the stuff stuck to her foot, but it's actually kind of gone now. Anyway, I cuddled her a lot, and I got sad. You can also sit up here. Right, that shelf is already almost full. Right, Charlie, I don't think you're gonna be cupboard time, buddy. You're bed, I think. You're a bed boy. Let's sit with Archer for a second. Sammy! Sammy! Are you gonna fit up here? Because you're also quite large. Yeah, you fit up there, don't we? And just like that, we've already got one shelf filled, so I don't know what to tell people. But the box is empty. That box only had 4 plushies in it, because they were a lot of the big ones. Right. Let's try this bag. I can see a large one on top of there. These bags have been, like, doubled up for being, like, stored and stuff. So I'm gonna tip this upside down. There we go. And then there's the opening to that bag. The other side. I think I sent girls a picture of this bag. Because it had the Tumblr meme. Free him. Free him. Free him, Pikachu. It's going loyal, 1 container per shelf. Yeah, cool. I don't think all of this is gonna fit. I think it's gonna be lucky if that fills it. Yeah. I finally cut the string off. Yeah. What the fuck? Our old BT routers in here. What the hell? That's garbage. Okay. A creeper plush whose explosion still works. Yep. You gonna fit in there? You're too tall for there, so you've got to go on there. Let's put you on there so I'm not bending down so much. I got a Ritlock! Guild Wars! Because for some reason they were like, let's make a Ritlock plushie. Because you know what people generally look for in plushies? They look for them to be like, you know, soft and cuddleable. So let's take, like, the spikiest character and make a plush out of him. This is Warrior Ritlock as well. He's not even a warrior anymore. Also, it's one of those things where can't tell if it's intentional or a fault with the plushie. Mine's got a wonky jaw. His teeth don't line up. You see that this fang goes on the outside of his lower jaw, whereas this fang goes on the inside of his lower jaw. I don't know if Ritlock canonically has a wonky jaw or not. You're quite short, hilariously, Ritlock, so I'm gonna put you in back. We're gonna be stacking, so like, because Ritlock is short, something will probably go on top of Ritlock. Pokemon plushies! Times 2. We've got Big Snivy and also a Little Snivy. And again, this Snivy actually has a voice box in it, which kind of helps with him sitting up, but even with the voice box, he doesn't like to sit up very much. Does unfortunately mean, like, the fabric is very soft, and, like, the head is very soft and squishy. It means that the body is kind of hard, which is less good in a plushie, in my opinion. Am I gonna organise this? I don't know. I think this is very much a shove them wherever they'll fit kind of job. I mean, I got 2 Snivies, so I guess the 2 Snivies can go next to each other. Free him! He's freed! This is Spooks, would you believe? It is actually a pyjama case that they did back in the 90s. Opens up. The idea was that you could put your pyjamas and your Game Boy in there when you got invited round to sleepovers, so you could take your Pikachu and you had all your stuff, and then when you got there you had something to cuddle, which is he's kind of like baggy, because he's obviously not got filling so that you can put stuff in him. So that's actually this is a spook. This is a spook thing. But as has happened both with this and with his cards, in that he has essentially gifted them to me because it's the kind of thing I like. Yeah. We got a lot of Pikachus. Oh yeah, we've got the set of 3. So we've got the set of 3 of the Unova starters. So these all have voice boxes in the bottom, which I believe should be turned off. Yeah, it's turned off at the moment. So, yeah. It isn't wired in, so you could just remove the box, which makes this considerably more huggable. So, if Black and White remakes ever occur, these will probably get cuddled. I don't even know if this has battery on. Nope. Yep, that's dead. Okay. I don't know why I'm keeping it, to be fair, considering that I don't like it in the plush, because it makes the plush hard, but I am a hoarder. This is a well-known bit of information about me. There's Teppigs. Also broken. Hello! Oh, he's brought me a cup of tea with some snacks. Thank you. This old router was inside the bag of plushies, so congratulations to go in electrical. So yes, you don't need. Even if we were to change to BT, they would probably send us a new hub. So I feel like that is redundant. Yeah. Yes, the top shelf got filled with 3 plushies. Said to the chat, anybody who thought that all of that would go in there was being very optimistic. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. No!
Soundproofing?
Pikachu. He's all baggy. He's lost weight. I know, I told chat. Seki, picture little Spook with his pyjamas and his Game Boy Color. Wow. Anyway. So, well there's one. So to go back to what we were talking about, much like the Snipe, I don't know why I did this. I do like Gen 5. I don't know if I'd say, it's definitely not my favourite, because I'd say Gen 4 is my favourite. I guess I do kind of like Gen 5, but I got 2 plushies of the starters, all of a set. So I got a full set of large ones, and I got a full set of little ones, and they're all TY ones as well. I don't know why I did that. I think maybe this was just the era of... I'm trying to think when this was. When did Black and White come out? This might have been the era of me getting, like, a weekend job. Like, my first kind of job. So I had, you know, money burning a hole in my pocket, I think. So, you... Tepig wants to sit down, but I feel like we should sit him up for the sake of space. So there's a little Tepig somewhere. I would assume in this bag. Oh, we've got another teddy bear. Another teddy bear. You just about fit on that shelf. Okay, you're a little squished. Shining stars! I've got a couple of these. One of them is in the bedroom at the moment, which is the little blue starry dragon that has little purple wings, which so you might see me sometimes cuddle it on D&D streams because my brain has associated that plushie with Kika's Familiar, which is a little dragon. But I have a few from that line. They all have this little shooting star on their paw. The owl that I tweeted about yesterday, the owl plushie that I'm currently cuddling when I sleep, which is still in the bedroom, is also a shooting star. And I believe I've got a shooting star dog and a shooting star unicorn, I want to say. And this was... I think I never went and actually did it. But I think they were trying to do a bit of a Webkins thing, in that I believe if you bought a plushie, the plushie came with a tag which was like sealed in plastic, so you had to buy the plushie to see it. And the tag had a code, and you would like log in and make an account, and you would redeem the plushie, and you would get a bunch of stuff, which I never bothered to do, which now is probably defunct. Or it might not. It might still be going. I don't know. Can't say I've seen any shining stars in the toy, as far as I can say. A set for display and a set for cuddle. Maybe. Maybe. But yeah. I think when it comes to this big shelf up here, we might try to fill in some spaces. That works quite well, actually. Because we got a lot to go on. Oh my god. That's a relic of a bygone era. That fits even over the top of the headset. Mm-hmm. Who knows what that is? I believe this is an I-49 relic. This is a relic from I-49. Which I literally bought because goggles and ears. It's a League of Legends hat. I don't play League. I just have that. I just have that. Yeah. I believe that lived on the head of another plushie. Yeah, presumably it's going to be in that box. Good job, me. It's a cake on the floor. Don't look at me. Right, I should probably commit to eating that cake, because now I'm going to want to wash my hands, because my hands are going to be sticky. Oh yeah, cool. I didn't explain yesterday. Basically, I needed to buy Sadie's medical food, which is normally my job. In order to do that, I was going through some of my accounts, because I have got multiple, to scrape together some funds. And I found that I had more than I thought I did, because I had money from a commission left over. So I bought Sadie's food, and I had a bit left over to get myself the DLC. So I've got the Pokemon DLC to play later. It's going to be a mess. It sure is. It sure is. We're already half full. And we've done a box and like a quarter of this bag. Ugh. They went bankrupt in 2011, the Shining Star people. Well, there you go then. So it is defunct. Just shit, the plushies are nice. The plushies are nice. I like them a lot. But I just never bothered with the web side of it. I'm just eating some biscuits that Spook has given me, and then I'm going to wash my hands because obviously I don't want to get sticky crumbs on the plushies. I don't know if you need to refresh score, because you seem even further behind in the conversation than you normally are. You did bring me tea. But yes, we found a Teemo hat, which is on Charlie. There we go. Relic of I-49, Stanji. I assume Spook or one of the crew brought it for you now. Being a Spook are essentially sharing bank accounts. If I ain't got money for something, Spook ain't got money for something. Because we live together, because we're a couple. Okay, let's see, you're like 4 or 5 minutes behind what I'm saying, Gore. That's the tea. Right. Let me go wash my hands. Okay. Let's go. Streamed like because it's mobile. It feels like it's worse than normal. Anyway, let's carry on. Right, there should be another Tepig. I assume it's going to be in here somewhere. My Pichu! And not just any Pichu, it's the special Pichu. It's got a little spiky ear. This special Pichu appeared in the Arceus movie, I believe. The Arceus one? I think so. And you could get it in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, which I did. And it is now locked in time, because it was Heart Gold Soul Silver exclusive. You couldn't, even though Heart Gold Soul Silver would let you transfer to other generations, like, you could go to Gen 5 with it. This could not. So I've got a little, like, time vault. It's probably why I'll never start a new game on my Heart Gold cartridge, because obviously the event's over now. And so this little guy is, like, lost time, essentially. You can sit with these guys. I feel like you're from this era. We're getting very cozy in the shelf. We're getting cozy. Okay, let's put your ears like that, because they're quite flat. Things are getting cozy in there. Oh my gosh, there's a mountain of TY plushies in this bag. Where's the other Tepig? Ooh, so these can go in the in a box or something. I don't know why this became a trend, but it is. A lot of plushie order things now come with bags, specifically makeship. These are makeship bags. This is the rogue goblin. So a lot of these are going to be Joe Cat goblins. Yeah, barbarian kobold. Yeah, this is another goblin. So a lot of these are going to be Joe Cat ones. This is the glow in the dark, I believe. Ooh, it had the tag with it. Yeah. So this is the glow. That's the glow in the dark bag. It's already 2020 already. Damn. And then we've got even again from a game I do not play. I have a StarCraft plush because I don't play StarCraft, but I did watch Carbot Animations. So that's a Carbot Animations StarCraft Zerg plush bag, and Frostwolf Cub Warcraft bag, and a Crimson Whelpling Warcraft bag. So those don't belong on a shelf. They belong... Ooh, that box over there looks perfect. It belongs in a museum. I don't know why I hung on to this box, but I'm glad I did, because this is the perfect size for all of these. Whap! There you are, it's like it was built for it. Built for it. That can go on this little stack here, which is meant to go in the loft at some point. Alright, let's grab you. You're another, let's say, large and medium. It's Dexter. He apparently comes with his own little passport, which is now invalid because it's a red one, not a blue one. That's cute. This little boy's apparently been to a lot of places because he's got loads of stamps in it. But obviously, it's just a tag. It's a fancy tag. Yeah. It's funny how you can see a narrative with some of these. So basically, a lot of these like mid-large plushies were from my aunt and uncle. Basically, there is a shop here in the UK. I think it's still going. A lot of them have closed down, so maybe it isn't still going. It was literally called British Home Stores, BHS, original name. And every year for Christmas, they would release a Christmas plushie. Now, it wouldn't necessarily be Christmas themed, it would just be a Christmas plush. And even when I was slightly younger, I said to my parents that you could see how the companies were getting cheaper because, like, the cost of the plush would stay the same. But every year, you could see them getting smaller. Because this is a BHS Christmas plush. And this is a BHS Christmas plush. Coco's a BHS Christmas plush. And Big Boy Charlie is a BHS Christmas plush. So that's, like, the difference. They used to be this big, so, you know, that's why it was like a big thing of like, oh, we're gonna get you the BHS plush for Christmas. And it would be like, oh! Like, I lived with this boy. Like, even now, he's still large. You go over my shoulders like that. When I got this guy for Christmas, I lived with him like this for like a month. Can you imagine little teeny tiny me underneath this enormous dog? Yeah. My aunt and uncle very much solidified themselves as the cool aunt and uncle when we were little. Yeah. And now look what they do now. Speaking of makeshift, I just checked the delivery and my goblin is still out for delivery more than a year. I told you, why did you not open like a PayPal claim or something? No, cancel the payment. I mean, it's been a year now, so they probably won't let you do it. This is my old Pikachu toy! It's a 90s Pikachu because he's chunky! Look at the round, spherical Pikachu. Oh my goodness. Yeah, 95, 96, and 98 Nintendo. So I'm guessing 98 is when I got that. Chunky, you can sit here. One of my best friends also had one of them, but they had snipped the tail because they were little. Aww, this little guy. Get here in time for the roundest boy. A round boy! Look at the round boy! Next to the other round boy, 90 ears Pikachu. Look at this, guys. This little teeny tiny thing. Can you guess what it is? Can you guess what he is? He's one of those little magnet ones. He's a wolf in sheep's clothing. It's a little hood. It's even got, like, lining in it. He's a wolf in sheep's clothing! Yeah, he's one of those magnet plushes. I can't remember the name of them. There was, like, a name. This isn't like, one of them. There you go, we can just hang on the door handle. There we go. Oh my goodness. Oh, Curl's perfect timing! It's the Curl's dog! Specifically for Curls to cuddle when she comes and visits. There you go, you can sit on top of there. You'll be needed in a week's time. Well, it's probably close. Is it? It's... I was about to say closer to 2 weeks. Week and a half. Yeah. There's the bed underneath Archer, by the way. That's the bed. My parents did the typical thing of, like, we own a piece of furniture, but we can't have people know that we own a piece of furniture, so we've got to cover it in blankets and things. So that's the foldable bed, and the big boy is sat on top of it. It is unfortunately a week. I'm doing well. Oh boy. Hang in there, baby. Hang in there. Where's the other... Oh my god. Why did my parents buy me this? Related note, this is probably my last public appearance for a little bit. Oof. Oof. Yeah, I bet. Crunch time, unfortunately. It's a plush. It doesn't have any mechanical bits in it. Ooh, visceral response from girls. Got like a little... I don't remember Furbies having long tails. It is an official Furby product, but it does not speak. It has been silenced. The thing's gonna talk despite not having inner workings. Yeah, yeah. You can sit with Ritlock. There you go. Ritlock kills demons. Ooh, another bag. Oh, this isn't a plushie bag. This is a moleskin tote bag from the shop that was in Birmingham that now isn't there anymore. So that's also a relic. In case you need a tote bag that can carry one book. I believe my brother got me that, along with a notebook, obviously. Well, you can go in the bag box, I suppose, because you are a bag. Toothless! Toothless plush! He has basically cardboard wings, so unfortunately loses points for that. He's got his mismatched fin, so regain points for that. Yeah, just it's me at the end of the day. I like dragons. I'm a big fan of How to Train Your Dragon, frankly. So I was gonna get a plushie, and this was the best I could find. If I had my way as a plushie maker, these wings would have been fabric, not this weird, like, cardboardy felt. I couldn't find any better, though. I still love him, though. He has a very large head. And go up here. Ah, this is what I'm talking about. This is a gift from UK Games Expo. He's got fabric wings. If these wings were on that Toothless plushie, golden. Right, this is apparently the mascot of a German board game company that was selling at UK Games Expo. And Spook bought it for me, bless him. Because of course he did. It says Ulysses Spieler, which is the name of the company, Spieler being play, so because game. And it doesn't say it on the level, but I remember Spook saying that he asked the retailer if he had a name, and I believe that the response he got was Kassa. And I don't know if that actually means anything in German, and I've only heard it said from Spook. I have a few German friends, I should probably ask them, but apparently his name is Kassa. In my brain, that should be like Kasse, but I actually don't know how it is spelled. But apparently this is Kassa. Yeah. So I've just got a random mascot from a German game company, and I don't even think we have any of their games. But he's very good. He is a very well-made plush, and I love his soft wings. Dragon plushie makers, do this. Okay, we're toothless. Dragons! A purchase from Mrs. Johnson, I believe. Who thinks Blue should model some of her plushies and replace the football routine thing on Twitch with throwing little plushies at them that squeak? We've already discussed that hundreds of times, but I have other stuff to do. Now I'm making a new base. Maybe. I don't know what to do with this either. Spyro! Spyro plush! Again, it's me. So I'm gonna have a Spyro plush. Ironically, I don't think I had this when I had Spyro on the PlayStation. I think maybe when I was like 12 or something, when I discovered that eBay was a thing, I asked my dad to buy this off eBay for me. Then freaking do it! I got other stuff to do! This early 90s Spyro plush, but it's very good. It's a very good one. It's even got his eyebrow in it, like, it's so good. Oh, yeah. Oh, pile of dragons starting. Little husky dog, just a generic husky. I think I've taken this with me on trips a few times to be just like something to cuddle in the car, something to cuddle when I'm having a sleep. You can go up here. And I go back to December. Ah, there's the Tepig. There's the matching little Tepig. There we go, the gang's all here. Both of them have got floppy ears, but they're opposite floppy ears. Okay. And the odd one out is I've got a little tiny Pansage, but I don't have a big Pansage. And I don't know why I got Pansage either, but I did. He is very flat. He is a flat plushie. Oh, you can all sit next to each other. This is one, I feel like either my mum bought it or Spook's mum bought it, but it's just a little cat that comes with a handbag. and that's all it is. Very cute. Just one of those, you like plushies, so we bought you this. I'm like, oh, thank you. Sit up. Saving your hay. Yeah. Oh my goodness. When I was learning how to knit with my nan, I just knit these like squares just while I was learning, and they became relegated to being plushie blankets. So there may be one or two of these lurking around. Oh, one of them's right here on the desk. It's lining this little tray now. Plushie blankets. Who gets the plushie? Might decide that later. Harley gets it for now. Okay, there's quite a few things left in this bag, and it is all TY Beanie Babies. And I feel like I need to condense the TY Beanie Babies from various sources and get them all in one place. In fact, I think some are in the wardrobe in the bedroom, because they ended up a bit scattered, because they're a little on the small side, so they were used to, like, fill gaps in things. There is this polar bear. One of the Beanie Boos rather than a Beanie Baby when they started doing these big-eyed ones. Still cute, but something was lost when TY kind of chilled on making Beanie Babies. They're just so classic. I love a Beanie Baby, which is why I've got like 300. You can sit there for now. Right. That's all Beanie Babies. In fact, yeah, I might nip into the bedroom with this bag, and if there's any other Beanie Babies in there, I will toss them in, so give me a minute, guys. Okay, there weren't really any Beanie Babies in the bedroom like I thought there were. However, I did find Aksu, who is also part of the Gen 5 TY crew, so he can go on the shelf. And I also found Catafree, who almost got dropped in my mug of tea. That would have been disastrous. And Nido Queen. Hold up. Oh, I forgot that I was messing around with Streamlabs settings. I gotta re-verify my Streamlabs. And now I'm spelling things wrong. Oh yeah, I gotta re-verify my Streamlabs, which is not something I will be doing on stream. But yeah, I love this little guy. I fished him out when Axu Community Day was a thing. And I have decided... I came to a decision because I needed to. My playthrough with the DLC, I have transferred one of my shinies from Pokemon Go to Home, and from Home to Scarlet and Violet. It's a shiny Paxorus, now fully evolved. And that is the only Pokemon I have taken into the DLC. Everything else I will catch DLC Pokemon for. That is what I've gone with. So, I've not gone in with anything special, just a shiny Haxorus, you know? Nothing big. And Catafree can go there as well. Official Pokemon Center tag! Catafree is called Catafree because we got them for free. Hey, well done, everybody. Let's put you down here for now. I'm feeling in my brain, because I'm pretty sure I've got a lot of TY plushes, that I basically want to see if I can pile them all on the bottom shelf, which means that there's not really any space left, honestly. So I don't know if this is now going to be a hunt to see where the rest of the TY are. My Nidoqueen is level 4 and it's got 2 fantastic stats. That's not bad. It's good. It's decent. It's a decent one. Gotta head out. I got 4 days to get this thing together, so I have enough time for editing, so I will talk to you all when I can. Go for it, Curls! We believe in you! We believe in you! And if you need someone to scream at, you know who you can turn to. Even if you just want someone to vibe with, you know who you can turn to. Don't panic. Right, that's that. Okay, let's grab this box. Moving on to a box. That was surprisingly heavy for being full of plushies. Another Pikachu! This is specifically a Pokédoll Pikachu, I believe. Literally, only certain plushies get referred to as Pokédolls, and this is a Pokédoll. This is a Pikachu Pokédoll. Yeah, this has become the Pokemon shelf plus Creeper. Oh, that's a muffin! Here we go. This is from when Thai was trying to make their own Tsum Tsums, which was a Disney thing. These little like sausage plushies, essentially. Here we go. Snow Leopard from when we went to Dudley Zoo with Nerin. Put you with Ritlock. Felines, there we go. Tuck the Furby at the back. Poor Furby. Sorry, Toothless, because you're so, like, thin, you're gonna have loads of stuff, like, piled on top of you. There's TY beanies in here. Oh! Is the Shining Stars Labrador I told you about? This one's, like, extra floppy, like, in comparison to, like, the cat. They are very, very floppy. It's like they skimped out on some of the stuffing, but it still feels nice because the fabric is lovely and soft. And it's got the shooting star on the paw. can we get you up by the cat? So there should be a unicorn somewhere. Oh, right here. There's the unicorn. Shooting star unicorn. It's got sparkles in its fur, which is what the dragon has. The dragon has sparkles in its fur as well. There's the unicorn. The sparkles make it slightly less soft, I will say. Still very nice. I'm going to have to shove people in a little bit. We need the Furby in sight so we know it isn't building an altar to the dark gods. Oh. There he is. Right. Let's grab this beanie bag. So, Ty beanie. Ty beanie from Scotland. Where my other aunt and uncle live. So of course I was going to pick that up when I went to visit them. A platypus? I don't have a hat, so it's not Perry the platypus. Oh my goodness. This boy is one of the old ones again. A lot of these are old. Still one of the best rabbits. TY. Ty plush. Oh, Sea Dog with a knitted scarf that I made as well. Because he's a sea dog. So I was like, he needs a scarf to keep him warm on the sea. A second tiger. I actually have 2 tigers. I think one of them was gifted to me by someone who didn't know I had the tiger, so I ended up with 2. I think I bought myself the white tiger and the normal tiger, and then someone gifted me another normal tiger. Tamashan? I think that's what that's called. Scottish. Is that what that's called? No, now I have to Google it. Tamashanta. Yeah, a Tamashanta. It's also a poem. Who had this on? I believe this teeny tiny Pikachu had this on. This was on the top of a bottle of whiskey that Spook bought. I believe his ears made it go like that, but Tamashantas are meant to be worn flat. they're meant to be sort of squished flat like that. Can I get this on? Not quite. Maybe someone else should wear the Tamashanta. Hey look, cool! I've got America Bird! I've never been to America, I just have one! His name is literally just American. He doesn't get a name. I love that his wings are folded. I don't think any of the other TY birds have folded wings. It kind of looks like the anxiety parrot meme. His folded wings make him look like that anxiety parrot. The Ty beanie. Duck! Hi, duck. See, these ones have got flappy wings. know, and this robin also has flappy wings. But they were like, America bird, despite the connotations, does not get to fly. I'm a blue jay! He's called Rocket. He's very good, I like him. Where's the rest of these little teeny tiny ones? I think I talked about these on the previous Unpacking stream. These are reversible. These little guys, I think, need to be stacked on top of Weirdly, out of all of these, the Azumarill, I remember now, I got really fascinated with the Azumarill. I think it was just because I thought the tail was, like, fun to play with. Stimming, I guess. Yeah. Out of all of these little reversible plushies, the Azumarill was the one that I was, like, taken with, and I think for a while I took it with me to places. As a comfort. So we've got Azumarill, Piplup. I feel like there's a Chimchar somewhere. Are you in here, Chimchar? There's a Sylveon. I thought there was a splinter. Oh, we've had our first casualty. I thought there was a wood splinter coming down from one of the shelves. It was just Ritlock's tail. It's the same shade of brown. Maybe Casafree needs to go on top with me. The round boy cannot be contained. Crocodile maybe also goes on top. And then we have little tiny. So we've got don't talk to me or my son's son again. The underlying theme. Elephant. My brother. Trunk pointing forward. We are having to squish. We are having to squish and find spaces where we can. Woo! Now this is a specialty. Lovely gift I got given. This is a Pokemon Center Kyoto exclusive, which I've not been to. And every Pokemon Center gets its own, like, Pikachu plush. Like, even though it wasn't an official Pokemon Center, when the Pokemon Center in London came, they had a Pikachu in the, like, Beefeater garb. And this is a Kyoto one. Apparently it comes in 3 colors, which is red, blue, green. But they are patterned with Ho-Oh, Celebi, and Lugia. And I was like, oh my god, Pikachu, and it's the blue one, and it's patterned with Lugia, my favourite legendary. Which the person who bought this for me didn't know that I loved Lugia. They just got me the blue one because it's the blue one. And of course, you gotta keep the tag, because it's so cute. I don't think this is a cupboard job. I think this is a shelf. He's too special. I think he goes over here. Along with the Ditto Pikachu. Oh my god, I can't reach. Okay. You can go up there after stream, when I get a ladder. Oh, there's the Piplup Pokédoll. Again, this is specifically a Pokédoll, I believe. getting tricky. What are these doing here? These are controller caps that I bought because the joysticks on our controllers have been used for so many years that the rubber on them had worn down. So I got silicone controller caps, and I've gone for red because my controller is red. But in typical internet fashion, we needed 2, and you can only get like a pack of 30. So I might toss these Spook's way if he's got a gaming drawer, because there's nowhere here that these really apply to. I did give a Kipper to Spook, but I don't think he liked the feel of it. What else? Oh. UK Games last year, not this year's. So Casa was UK Games 3 years ago, because 2 years ago there wasn't a UK Games, I think. It was COVID. But I believe this was last year's purchase. This is a little snowy dragon, and for anybody who recognises the name, I say as if anybody else cares as much about plushies as me. This is a Jellycat dragon. So it is so soft. It is so soft. Jellycat plushies are so soft, and they are generally kind of expensive. And yeah, we found this in just a plushie box in UK Games Expo. So I was like, wagon please. I love them a lot. I will say as well that I've seen on Instagram, it keeps getting pushed to me that apparently there is some kind of company that looks like they make plushies that look exactly like this, almost like they've got the exact same pattern but bigger. And they do look very nice, however they aren't Jellycat, so I'm like, not going to be as soft. Because that's like what Jellycat is renowned for, is ridiculously soft plushies. Because one of the things they pride themselves on is that their plushies are like baby safe, not even child safe, like they're baby safe is one of the things that they advertise. I think they might even say on the label here, I don't remember. Yeah, suitable from birth. It's just so soft. Yeah, I can't imagine the knockoff will be as soft. You could go on our dragon stack. Sit on Casa because you're both UK Game. The UK Game Dragon stack. They're dating. Wait, there's a couple of miscellaneous ones in here. This is another TY one, so I might throw him in the TY bag. But he's a Pluffy, apparently, which is not the same as a Beanie Buddy or a Beanie Baby. He's got good flops. Good flops. 'Cause I'm a boogeyman. Smells mostly faded. It's a gift from a friend who went to Disneyland. I don't know where to... We'll have a think. We'll have a think. All of the stuff that is remaining in this box, I will have to have a think of. Like, I've got these, which are actually collectibles. Color Beanie Babies still in their display cases. Maybe I should see if I can sell them. Get a bit of funds back, perhaps. Okay, yeah, everything else in there I'm kind of debating for now. Because I said that I want to see how much of the tie shelf we can fit in. So let's put this box back. That's a lot easier. Oh, I just saw you out the corner of my eye. Shining Stars Lion! I forgot that I had the lion. His foot. You can go with the other shining stars. Damn, I didn't realise I had 5 of them, because there's the dragon in the other room. Ah, there's these two. So we've got the remaining folding inside out Pokemon, and also a wolf. Ah. Let's see. Let's see. We've got that's got to go here, right? There you go. There you go. Do. One moment. I have had a Discord message. Ba-da-ba-ba. There we go. Easy. Nice and easy. Hey. We've got more TY. I think we might be on the verge of putting the TY where they should go. There we go. Box over. Ugh, that is surprisingly lighter than the other box, even though it's bigger. Sly! I talked about him before. TY. Any more? There's the Mudkip. And there's a Manaphy. Okay. in the dragon stack. Can you squeeze in? There we go. Do 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 do. I just want to check something. There we go. There we go. That's all sorted. Right, time for Mount Tai, I think. Okay, let's just get going, I think. So they're all a lot of them are very flat, so they can probably like stack something on each other. That sit upright. Scorch! My Scorch literally looks like the side of his face has been scorched. My Scorch literally looks like his face was scorched. Where, baby? Ah! Ah! We've had a plush avalanche! Maybe I should have emptied them into the box, not into a bag, but oh well. Yeah. When people come in like that, guns blazing, I think now I'm just trying to not acknowledge them because that's all they're after. They're just after a reaction. So silence and a ban and a delete, and there you go. Problems dealt with. Because there's no reasoning with people like that. It's not worth my time. I got better things to do. Not worth the time of day. Those two are best buddies. They go sit next to each other. There's Magic. Goes with Scorch. I think I said before that I've got a big Scorch somewhere and I'd like a big Magic to match. I've got two. Benoy. The Benoy. Ah, my cats. Amber and Silver, I believe they're called. Yep. These are some of my oldest ones. I played with these a lot. Frog. Good flops again. All ties have got good flops. That was part of their whole thing is that the flops. Let's see. Oh, I got a mountain lion. feel like the mountain lion needs to go with the American bird. Let's get all of our cats put together. This bag wants to fall off this chair so bad. It wants to fall off this chair so bad. Silver tabby cat. I love silver tabbies. I've got two. Two different ones. Three, never mind. Three different ones. Three different silver tabbies. Robin. Merca bird and our blue jay. So we've got birds. Birds all together. What else? Duck and a platypus. Scat, a cat. Potentially rather poorly named, but there we go. Snip. Siamese. My dad is a fan of Siamese. My dad loves Siamese. And one of the McDonald's beanies. I don't know if that's coming up on the thing. So that was part of a McDonald's promotion. Yeah, it doesn't have his name on it. Or I believe all of the McDonald's ones were even littler versions of actual TY. I don't have the full-sized version of this fella. Hissy! I talked about Hissy on the last stream and spent some time with them around my neck. Not the only snake plush I've got. The other snake is in the bedroom, and it very much reminds me of my nan because it lived at her place. And yeah, there's not much else to say to that. It was a snake that stayed at hers. Whenever we visited, I would, wrap it around me and cuddle with it. And now I have it, and it still has a little bit of the scent, and sometimes it makes me a little sad, but also happy. That was weirdly deeply personal. Moving on! Iggy, who is in fact a chameleon, not an iguana. Squirrel. These are all still McDonald's ones. This is called Peekaboo. I think this one came with me to school a few times. I was really taken with them. I think it was because the fabric has this scale patterning, and I don't think I'd ever seen any TY plushes that had like a scale patterning on the fabric. The snakes don't have it. So I was very and it had a slight shimmer to it as well. It was very, very different. And I did used to do the whole tuck the head in, so it's hiding in the shell. Another turtle made it to the water. Go with the frog. Hey, here's our other tiger, along with the matching snow tiger. So yeah, the tiger is the only one I have a duplicate of. Maybe I should see if I can find a home for the duplicate tiger. Find a good home for them. Oh my god, look at this ball of fluff. It is called Poofy. Yes, I was correct. It's called Poofy! It's just fluff! No discernible features. Just about make out an eye if you move the fur around considerably. They cannot see, they are blind. Nessie, who we briefly mentioned earlier. Ah, another old one. Again, it had a slightly different... It's got rainbow gradient fabric. I loved, like, spinning them around by their tail, literally, like, doing that, but fast, so they didn't fly off, spinning them around. Because I was a child. Neon is what they were called. Their face, they're just really cute, very charming. Put you there, because you sit upright, you can be seen if you're... Yeah, this is a more recent one. This is Baltic. This got bought, I think, it was either last year or the year before when I went on a seaside holiday with my family. And I saw this little guy in a shop and I wanted him. And I believe it was advertised as still being a Beanie Baby. And I was like, false? There's no beans! You're lying! No beans! His name's Baltic. Disco? Is that your name? No, it's Groovy. Hippie Bear! You'll notice out of all of the TYs I've got, I do not have a lot of bears. It was another one of those weird things that I had as a kid of, like... I've got a few, as you've seen. But I was not a teddy bear person. As a kid, when I was getting plushies, I did not want the bears. I wanted different things. Which I'd say is something I probably grew out of, but I probably still have that a little bit. I don't necessarily go for bears. Obviously dogs is an obvious one. Pokemon is an obvious one. But yeah, I've only got one bear plush from TY, and they made thousands of these. Because they would make them for, like, events, the bears. So they'd have, like, badges on the breast. So they'd have one for, like, each year, or for special occasions. And I only have one. And I never really went in for them. This boy is so charming. I've picked him up and put him down a few times. Oh, Aurora. Again, the fabric has that aged feel and appearance. But fairly unique in not being a lying down one. Beans. But not on the front paws for some reason. Yeah, the fabric is well loved. I'd be curious to compare this to a brand new one. Pounce. Empty bag. Pounce is another old one. Got played with a lot. Ancient. God, the tag is just decaying. So old. So old. Again, you can kind of feel it in their fabric. You can feel the age. And you can go with the other cats. We've got like a cat pyramid. And a lot of cats. Okay, so our TY pile is big. It doesn't take up the whole shelf. So we can maybe do some shuffling and put other ones in there. I've still got this bag as well as the thing. I've still got this bag that hasn't been touched. Mori, another dragon from the Dragon Staff. I'm struggling to see Spyro. Come back here, buddy. Spyro's kind of like lying on his side and you can see. Again, Rory! Fabric wings! Fabric wings! Good, soft. Love it. Spyro's having to, like, tilt on his side. Ah, this guy isn't any kind of brand, that he has exceedingly good flops. Exceedingly good flops. You can sit on White Fox's leg. Getting any of these back out when I want a specific one is going to be hell, but it's better than before when I basically didn't have the option because they had to be in storage in, like, a box in the loft. Do you think about hanging any of the winged ones? Hanging them? I don't know, like, I wouldn't want to, like... I'd have to... If I was gonna hang them, I'd have to, like, make harnesses for them, because I wouldn't want to, like... You know, I wouldn't want to damage them or in any way. Like, I wouldn't want to... You know, I wouldn't want to, like... I can't think of the words, but you probably get what I'm saying. I can't get this bag open. I can't get this knot unknotted. Okay, let's maybe just maneuver our way around that. Gobbo number 1! Gobbo number 2! Dog. Gobbo number 3! Oh, there's Giant Scorch. Giant Scorch! I want Giant Magic to go match. And made the wings out of this weird, like, plasticky material. Don't know about that. Right, you can sit in the back. Go to TY rather. Little Scorch. Where's 4th Gobbo? There he is. Gotta get Gobbo number 4. And there's the makeshift. There's the kobold. Yeah. Thank God Joker hasn't released one of these for a while. Because I will want it. And I don't have the money. I was thinking a box clip or 3 so the wings are spread and a thumbtack or nail if it's a little weighty to hold it up. I don't know, honestly. The problem with me is that I literally get hit by these fancies of, I want to cuddle this guy. So I go find them and I sit and I cuddle them. Like, after I did the owl stream, I wanted to cuddle my owl. So I went and found the owl. I hadn't even done this. The owl was just in one of these boxes, but I was like, I know it's there somewhere, I saw it, so I opened the box, ferreted around, pulled out the owl, and took the owl into the bedroom. So I was like, I want to cuddle the owl. Here's the Warcraft dragon. Right, I was going to talk about this. Also, it's got a Celebi hanging from it. Both of these have a story. I went to a TCG tournament, not the one where I got my ass kicked like 2 years ago. But this was a Pokemon tournament probably like 6 years ago or something. And I didn't come last. I can't remember if I placed or if I just got like a mid-tier reward. But basically, I didn't win this, but I won I think 3 booster packs. 2 or 3 booster packs. And another person won this. And I remember like seeing the look on their face and they were kind of like, ugh. So I turned to them and I was like, I'll trade you my 3 boosters for the Celebi. And they were like, yeah. And they traded me the Celebi for 3 boosters. And I don't even think, I think I made the better choice. I don't think there was anything remarkable in the boosters. But that's the game. I made the offer, and they were eager. They were like, yeah, I'll have 3 boosters. So this is a Celebi that I quote unquote won. So yeah, and then this little guy is one of the Warcraft dragons. It's the only one I own. Not gonna lie, I do kind of wish I had the blue one. I don't think they make these anymore. So if I ever were to get one, it would be a pre-owned one off eBay. And bless them. This was bought for me by a friend who I haven't heard from in forever. I think they still follow me on like Instagram or something, but I've not seen them post, so I don't know if they even use Instagram. This was at EGX. This was at EGX Blizzard before we all hated them. They had a booth, and this was kind of before there was a European version of the Blizzard store. That's how long ago this was. So this was the first time that I'd seen one of these. And I made it very obvious, I wanted this so bad. I wanted this so badly. And because it was Blizzard, it was still very expensive, especially for, you know, it's a good plush, don't get me wrong, it's a good size, it's nice, you know, it's pretty well made, the wings are posable, maybe makes it a little less cuddly, but it's fabric, so you can sort of like fold them in, and it's relatively cuddly. That was it, this was the only colour they had. And yeah, I did not keep it quiet that I wanted one of these. I was working, so I didn't get much time to go look around. And I was commenting a lot about how I was worried they would sell out before I was essentially allowed to go have a look round at the end of my shift, quote unquote, if you want to say that. And then the long, what's it supposed to be? I don't recognise it. It's a Crimson Whelpling. It's the Crimson Whelpling from World of Warcraft. Yeah, the end result of this very long rambling tale is my friend bought it for me while I was still working. They came up to the stall. It was a quiet time, so I was able to sort of just be like, hello, give them a hug, and stuff like that. And then they literally went, oh, what's that over there? And I went and looked around, because I'm dumb, and they plopped this on my shoulder. And I thought that they were just bragging that they had bought it. They plopped this on my shoulder, and I was like, you... And then they're like, it's yours. And I was like, what? They're like, it's yours. You can have it. And I was like, ah! And, yeah. I do still love them a lot. Yeah. And, I tried, I did give them a name. This little whelping a name. Because the World of Warcraft dragons have naming conventions based on the colour, so red either end with Straza or Straz. So I believe the name that I gave this guy was Daystraz, which was a parody of the name of the person who bought me this, and Straz. Not quite their name, but it was like a chunk of their name, if you get me. Anyway, that's a little story behind that guy. I want to put like all of these goblins and dragons and kobolds, I want on the shelf. So I'm thinking we need to squinch up the TY. I think we need to squinch them up a bit. I need some water. I was just talking like mad about that little dragon. Plushie avalanche. There we go, put that down there. Now I've got to Google this. Like, I wouldn't buy one because Blizzard suck. Well, I wouldn't buy one directly from Blizzard, but I might buy a pre-owned one. But I don't think Blizzard make these dragon plushies anymore, which is wild considering that they have a dragon expansion. Collectibles plush. They've got new ones, and I don't know whether they look as good, I'll be honest. I don't know if that looks as good. I'll be real with you, I don't know if that looks as nice. don't know if that has the same kind of charm, honestly. It's kind of cute, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think I would get it, though. I don't think I would get it. Especially because we don't like Blizzard. Like that, I feel like that has a certain amount of classic about it. Also, I think the arms look nicer. The arms on the other one look weirdly, like, crooked. I don't know. It just has that classic WoW vibe. It's just Blizzard. Back in the day, Blizz was great, and now we look at it and we go, no. Yeah, basically. Basically. Because that's literally what we, as you say, that is literally what we do right now. We look at Blizzard and we go, no. Nah. But yeah, so it would be a rare eBay find if I ever did get one of them when I'm doing financially better. The white one has got dust on it. I mean, they all probably have dust on it, but the white one makes it very apparent. Now I've got to look because I'm curious. eBay. Wow. Whelpling plush. Oh, they expensive! And there's no blue ones. Oh boy! The cheapest that someone is reselling them for on eBay is £80. And it is from the United States, so it's £20 shipping. So it's £100 for a plush. No! No! Absolutely not.
Only a lunatic would spend that kind of money on a plush.
You realise that's a jab at yourself, right? No. You don't want to see my shelf? Look how full they are. Oh shit, that door is a chair in there.
Still more.
Yes! I said this on multiple occasions. I'm going to be squishing up the Thai ones to put the goblins in, but that, again, there's still gonna be a lot left. Well, we can't bodge another hole in the wall because the other side of there is the staircase.
Wall first, then you need a hole inside.
So what I need is another house. That is a joke. Oh dear. Don't close that door, it's warm. I feel like somebody's being attacked here. Yeah, apparently it was Spook. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get any of the other dragon colours. Probably ever. I was gonna say anytime soon, but for that price, I don't think I ever will get more of those. I just briefly opened Twitter because I have horrible creature of habit, and I literally, the first thing I see is someone going, I have 2 codes for twitunt. Twitunt, that's great. Anyway, back to it. Right, let's do some reorganizing. Okie dokie. Unfortunately, somebody has to go at the bottom. Larger ones at the back. elbow. God, I can barely see them because there's so much piled in front of them. Let's twist Scorch around, and then you can sit on Scorch's tail. See Scorch's face. Sat on his tail. Sit Nessie slightly on top of Scorch because same vibe. Frog can go with peekaboo. Tigers. Birds. Birds and a platypus. Platypee. Unfortunate of, like, in trying to stack them up, it inevitably means that someone has to go on the bottom. Look. Okay. Gob. 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 Cobil. Oh, the Zerg! There's the Zerg I told you all about. Maybe the Zerg can go at the back a little bit. Ah, there's the other makeshift one. Barbarian kobold that comes with a helmet. It's my other Ix. This is first Ix. I'm actually kind of surprised you don't have any Monster Hunter plushies. I do! I've got a Legiacrus. Figured you have at least a Zinogre. Can you believe that I wasn't a big fan of the Zinogre plush because they've made the fabric kind of like greeny? And I was like, Zinogre's blue. But I have a Legiacrus. I love this Legiacrus, it's great. But yeah, this is the original Ix. Ix the Archaeopteryx. My favourite dinosaur. My favourite dinosaur. And then, inspired by that, I made Ix the Kobold Barbarian. And then, after that, Makeshift released a Kobold Barbarian plush. So I was like, I gotta. So we've got Ix and Ix the second. Yeah, now I gotta do this, Zinogre plush. Like, I think there are better ones now. Yeah, at the time it was this one. Let me switch back over. At the time, it was this one, and I was like, why is he weirdly green? You can see from the eyes. If I show you, look at the shape of the eye on him, and then if we come back to the camera, the shape of the eye on this. So this was part of the same like line, if you were, at the time. Obviously, there's more plushies now. That at the time I was like, well, I don't actually like that Zinogre plushie. He's not very Zinogre-y. Why is he kind of like green? This one's better, I will say. Let me swap back again. This one looks better and has the same kind of vibe of like a large head and little body, so I kind of like that one. Jesus Christ! Yeah, I didn't pay that much for the Geocrus. But that has the same sort of vibe as well. I like that one, but not for that price. Ah. So yeah, there you go. There's your TLDR of. I do have a monster plush. It is not Zinogre because I didn't like the Zinogre plush that was available at the time. Horde of goblins and kobolds. Gotta do some stacking, I'm afraid. Wizard kobold, your hat is too tall. Whoa, yeah. Yo, since I talked about you when you have fond memories of the frame, you will not fit onto the dragon. Yeah. Bulbasaur plush that Spook randomly bought for me once because he went out shopping for food. I think I was either ill or just very down at the time. He went and did the food shopping. I stayed at home, and when he came back, he was like, they had this in the toy section. So, obtained a Bulbasaur. This was got from the same place. There's not really a story behind it other than Totodile is my favourite starter. So, when we walked past it and went, Totodile plush, Spook was like, you can have it if you want, and I was like, thank you. There's the Frostwolf. I think, again, from a time when I had more money than sense. Blizzard Frostwolf plush. They did release a white version, which I was, at the time, very jealous of. But there we go. To reorganise again. Can you two fit on the Pokemon shelf? Can you fit on the Pokemon shelf? What if we put Bulbasaur in front of Pichu? Ah, we're so cramped. You can sit on top of the wolf, maybe? The wolf is a little awkwardly shaped. You're gonna fall off, aren't you? We are squishing! We are very much squishing people in. In fact, since we are doing so much squishing, let's squish the wolf on top. Ah! Oh, he's very squished. He is very squished up there. Poor boyo. Okay, maybe we won't squish him that much. He can go up there. And then we got our Pikachus down here. Totodile. Axu is a little up front and centre. Look, there's a chair in the way. I told Spook that, and then I forgot. Are we actually able to close? we're not quite closing. And the reason for that is probably the TY horde. Can all of you be pushed back slightly? Yes, you can. Okay. There we go. That's more like it. Hey, Ritlock Snoot is also blocking the door. I don't think he can live there because they don't want to, like, just grab him. So I guess he's not going to live there. Back when I lived with my parents, he would live on the radiator because of his magnets. He would just flap, belly flop against the radiator. The radiator's behind this, so that's not happening here. Maybe I could, like, hang him from my pin board. Hang him off one of the pins. Obviously, I'm not going to put a pin in him. He's weirdly secure on there. Yeah, he's fairly secure on there, actually. Cool. I'm not going to hang him off that because that's my schedule. I want to be able to read that. But I have got my pins somewhere in one of the drawers, so yeah, he can sit on a pin, and I think maybe Celebi can do the same because Celebi's a hanger. So Celebi can hang on the pin board. Because why not? Right. Frostwolf. Let's lift up some of the goblins under the Frostwolf. I want to put Ix in, but Ix is very large and awkwardly shaped. Ix needs something to, like, both rest on top of and something that can go on top of them. Like, maneuver a goblin. What if we rest Ix on top of the Zerg? Get the long tail behind Scorch. We're doing shuffling. Every day we're shuffling. Yeah, this is... the moment I try to take anybody out of this is all gonna fall apart. Well, we're very much wedging everybody in. Geocrust can sit there. Geocrust next to Nessie, there you go. Okay, we got more dragons. I found this guy on holiday. On holiday, he was just in a gift shop and I wanted him. And then when I got home, I learned that there was a blue one, so I asked for the blue one for Christmas. And now I've got a pair. Dragon section is 2 full. And there's a little tiny one as well. Same company. I feel like that's going to need a screen or a glass door. At the moment, it's just got a wooden door. I get asked every other day if I want this taken off, and my answer is always, not at the moment. Screen door might not be a bad idea. Because I feel like I don't want it just open to the world in case we have people falling off. Having like some kind of screen door might not be a bad idea. Probably wouldn't have glass, because it's me. And I'd do something stupid and break it. I play VR in here, you know? Bam! Broken glass. Bloody hand. Don't want that. So, yeah. I did not notice that was a door. I literally just spent 5 minutes making sure I could close it. Yeah. Originally it was going to be a wardrobe, but when we came to actually, like, measure it, it's like not deep enough for like standard coat hangers. And then I had the idea of like, oh, I need plushie storage. Let's put some shelves in. It had shelves in it, so we ripped the shelves out, smoothed out the wall, put new shelves in. And it looks great. And now it's full of plushies. And we're still not done. This feels old, but I have no recollection of this. I don't recognise this, actually, so I don't know if this is something I've inherited from Spook or from someone, because it looks old. I might have to ask Spook about that. I will say, unfortunately, it has bad texture, okay? That's such an... If Carls were here, she would know what I mean, and when she's here in like a week's time, if I literally go, bad texture, she'll probably pick it up and go, ooh, bad texture. But it does. This is like... I feel like this isn't mine. Don't know whose it is. Right, we did empty another bag. Well, the bag was partially destroyed, so that's gonna get thrown away, because it's not usable as a bag anymore. But we did empty another bag. However, there are some things that were in that bag that have not had homes, so they're probably going to be put back into the box, which is still kind of full. But we've gone through 2 bags and a box, and maybe half of another box. I feel like I could condense a bit. I want my dragons on the dragon shelf, but the dragon shelf is full. Ginger cats just show up, no one actually owns them, they just appear in your home and live there. This is true. I love how I was like, I'm gonna stream this and then do some art. We've been at this for 2 hours. And yes, I'm basically done. I thought this would be an hour, maybe. Because I know I had a lot. But I'm also very happy, by the way. I am so happy. But yeah, yeah, some things elsewhere are gonna have to be shuffled around. Thing is that the bookshelf is full of books. And while I am reading some, like this one, so it's got a bookmark in it, I've started reading it. Because my thought was that there are some books that I've obtained, again, much like other things that I've obtained, that I haven't read. And my thought is, I read them, because reading is good. And this one is probably going to be a prime example. I read them, and if it's not really my thing, this is Look Who's Back, by the way, I'm not going to show you the cover, but you can Google it and see what it's about. It's a comedy, before you panic. Probably not really my thing, but I'm going to read it. And if it's not my thing, it will either be sold or donated to either a charity shop or a library. If you have an option, maybe put a high shelf along the wall for plush overflow. The problem is, Cor, is that I went to so much effort painting these walls that I don't want to completely obscure them. It's like... This wall has got soundproofing, that wall's got the notice board, this wall's got Archer, and technically we want a picture to cover this, like, weird discoloration. That leaves that wall, and I'm like, why did I go to the effort of doing a 2-tone room wall for it to be covered up? Like my walls, because I spent 2 days picking these colours. I am problematic. Did you know that? I am problematic. I probably have undiagnosed ADHD, but that's fine. I don't have a problem. And my problem is that I want to put my dragons on my dragon shelf, and my dragon shelf is full. There's no such thing as too many dragons. Can we move someone from the dragon shelf to someone else? Can we put the elephant up here? There we go. Cuddle the elephant next to Foxy. Move Spyro down. Spyro is a bit like it, because he's actually kind of awkwardly shaped. Plush avalanche! It was the Furby! It was the Furby! You, saboteur. Yes, you do. No, I don't! I was thinking the back wall, but nearer the ceiling. Like up here? I don't know. Curtain rail is there, I will say, so it wouldn't be able to go all the way to the wall. It's the curtain rail. The curtain rail, my witch, is what brings us here today. There we go. 2 dragons. Can we get the 3rd dragon in? Right here next to Rory. There we go. Cuddle pile! I will say, we only got 1 shelf of Pokemon plushies. There are way more Pokemon plushies. Because I have got Vaporeon, Espeon, Umbreon, Jolteon. I've got a shiny Umbreon somewhere, which is literally just this plush, but he's got blue instead of yellow. Literally same pattern. I don't have a Flareon, which makes me sad. So yeah, they're not going to fit in there, are they? So they're just in the box. Right, is there anybody else in here that fits with other categories? Oh! Polka-Dot Torchic. Perfect. Oh, Espeon's ribbon fell off. I gave my Espeon a ribbon. Goes around her ear. Baby, don't you lose my number. The funny thing is that my family knows that I love plushies and that I have an absolute dragon hoard of plushies. I don't think they've ever physically seen how many I have, because they very much were at a certain point of, you have too many, you have to get rid of some, or they have to be put into storage. So of course I was like, fine, I'll put them into storage. So I don't think they've ever visually seen just how many I have. But look, I'm like a proper streamer now. I've got a hoard of plushies in a shelf behind me. Now that's a stream backdrop. Who else is in here? Who else can we squeeze in? Oh, Polka-Dot Eevee. Oh, the ears are all wonky from being in the box. No. I took this Eevee with me when we went walking on Pokemon Go Eevee Day. I took them with me. I was wondering why I hadn't seen any of the any evolution plushies. Yeah, I have them. Chaos is an admiration of your many plushies. Yes! Tell her to watch the stream. Count my viewership. Algorithm. She is high! Who else have we got? Yeah, so... we've got all of these. And I literally know which Flareon I'm missing. It's on the Pokemon Center. Time to look at Google again. Pokemon Center UK. Eevees. Eevee plushies. Art. EV Evolutions. They recently got restocked. There's the Umbreon. There's the Espeon. There's the Jolteon. There's the Vaporeon. There's Flareon. It's not the sitting one. It's not this. And it's not this. It's this one. And it's the one I'm missing. I mean, technically, yes, I'm missing these two as well, but I'm more concerned about getting the trio finished. These are already sold out, good lord. Yes. And the Sylveon, technically. But yeah. That's the one I'm missing. Christmas. Christmas. Anyway, I'm gonna have to address where these are gonna go because they can't fit in here. Yeah. I think, so to go back, I kind of started the thought and didn't finish it. I'm wondering if I go through my books and, like, if I read ones I haven't read and I'm like, okay, I read it, but it's not my kind of book, I'm not going to keep it, can I free up enough shelf space to put plushies on the shelf? Don't know. Because, like, the top shelf is already crammed. That's where that guy's going. Ugh. This guy is going up there. He's going up there. I don't know how many I can fit up there. Now you need an overbearing ring light and a monster energy pick on your wall. Oh god. I have a ring light. I have the ring light. But I don't like being blinded. So it's on the lowest possible setting. I can definitely turn it from warm light to cold light. Maximum brightness. Can you see my ring light in my eyes? That hurts my face. So I turn it down to warm light. And then... settings. Brightness. Ugh. Ugh, my eyes. Anyway. Back in the box you go. I talked about the Togepi when we did the last unpacking. I went through a phase of carrying this around like Misty, took it everywhere with me, put it in, like, my backpack, my hoodie hood. I think you need to either look over your mic settings or make sure it's the right mic. Using audio, it sounds a little odd. It could be that I've moved the microphone, so that it picks me up. So when I was leaning forward, I was really close to the mic. This microphone's here. I moved it so it would hear me when I'm over here. Normally, it's over in the corner. Normally it's down there. So if it sounds a little different, it's because I was like 2 feet away from it. There's a bird an inch from your face. Right, so you're gonna go in there. Minecraft Pig. I don't think we've got room for Minecraft Pig. I don't like birds, you know that. Too bad, buddy, because you're friends with me! This plush sat on my windowsill for a while, and you can tell that because that tag is actually sun-bleached. Nugget! Oh, I gotta put Nugget on the shelf. He's just a little bean. You can sit with the Thai plushies. You can sit with the Beanie Babies. Got the similar body type. There's like a space here for somebody. Ooh! Squirrel Fox! Ghibli plush. Studio Ghibli plush from my first ever convention. Also, very good floppy tail. Sit there. Wow, I can't believe that this was empty. This was empty when we started. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? This is Frost. Hi! Hello! This is Frost. Is Frost gonna fit there? I think Frost might be too big to fit there. Yeah, his tail's gonna get shut in the door. His tail's gonna get shut in the door hinge. This is a Build-A-Bear dog. This is a Build-A-Bear dog. It is really nice. And I got it on discount like 2 years ago. I think they were discontinuing it. And it was on the website, so like I didn't get to customize it or anything. It was just like a pre-filled. And it was like £12, which is good for a Build-A-Bear plush. Because they were discontinuing it. We have MSI Dragon. Dragon shelf is very full. This guy is way too big. So, I don't know. Can we condense into one box, though? We've got this box here that I'm pulling the EVs out of. There's this box here that I've been pulling all of these EVs out of. And then we've got Walker's Crisp box that Stanji got from Costco, which has a handful in it as well. So can we at least condense these into one box? Ooh! I believe this is a... Yep. This plushie is not filled with stuffing. It is filled with a type of grain, and it is safe to microwave. It is a hot water bottle, essentially, but it doesn't have water in it. It has a nice smell. So I think maybe he can fill in our final gap, because he actually has a function. He has a function. For when things hurt. And I think that's our last spot filled. Short of doing more cramming. Oh my goodness. This got bought for me because I expressed an interest in Five Nights at Freddy's. It's not a Five Nights at Freddy's character or plush, but it does do this. And yes, the person who gave it to me did jump scare me with it, because I didn't know that was what it did. Kill it! It can be friends with the Furby! Don't know where it's gonna fit. Okay, you can go in that box. That's just a little guy. That's just a little guy. There you go. Wow, little guy, right there. Your sister is here somewhere, because I just saw you. Why were you in separate boxes? You should be together. You should go together. There you go. They belong together. Together in the box, I guess. I believe that's a moving in present from my brother. So, from when we moved into the flat. I go duck! Everybody is very cozy in there. A little teeny tiny owl. A little teeny tiny owl who, in my hubris, does have a bit of a bald patch, which I then covered up with a ribbon because I was ashamed. Yeah, he has a tiny bald patch, which is because of me. And I am ashamed of that. This ribbon needs tightening. It's coming off. thanks for hanging out. Remember, we're going to be doing a stream again this evening. Today is double stream day. There we go, that's tightened a bit better. Surely the little guy can go somewhere. There you go, he can sit there. He doesn't want to, apparently. Come on, you can fit there. There you go. Just a little guy. Right. Ah, yes. Birthday gift. My only pop figurine. I do not collect pops, but I will say that the ribbon trinket is very cute. This is my only pop figurine. Do not start buying pop figurines for me. We will end up like this. I have a hoarder's personality. But yeah, that's our plush. So that belongs on the bookshelf if I can find space for it. Where can you go? I think you're just gonna sit there, like in front of some of the books. Okay, and then we've got the display case one that I pulled out earlier. Where's the owl from? I don't know. It doesn't have a tag. I feel like I got it from a gift shop. I don't know if it would have been at like a zoo or something. If this feels like a gift shop purchase, but it doesn't have like a brand identifying tag. But yeah, he's got a teeny tiny bald patch, which I'm embarrassed about. Oh my goodness! If I ever end up at like a gift shop for like a random zoo or something, and they have these, I would be tempted to buy a replacement because he's got a bald patch. I'm embarrassed about mine. Don't worry. Oh. Let me go get the other owl. The bigger owl. I have two owls. You'll understand my reasoning for the ribbon as well because of the little one. This is the bigger owl. This is the bigger owl. It's a shooting star owl, much like the other ones that we have seen before. You can see why I put a ribbon on, because this one has a ribbon. Oof, we're like really overexposed. What the hell? That's better. There we go. Core did research for us. These are discontinued, but they were a line that they did of plushies, which I have earlier. So I've got a shooting star dog, a shooting star cat, a shooting star unicorn, a shooting star lion, and then I've got a shooting star owl, and I bought them in from the bedroom as well. The shooting star dragon has a little symbol on their foot. I love the dragon. Dragon has been in the bedroom because this is literally now, I said before, this is like a representation of my D&D character's familiar. She has like a little fairy dragon that she summons. So I cuddle this when we're playing. So this is my D&D character's familiar. So very, very early on, this got found and taken out of the box and put in the bedroom because I'm like, I want to cuddle it. And because our current project is an owl, I took the owl out of the box last night and was like, I want to cuddle the owl. So both of these are in the bedroom because they've been being cuddled at night. And that's how my brain works. I will randomly be stimulated by something that I do or see and be like, I want to cuddle this one now. You can sit on there. You can sit with Sly. Yes, a lot of these have got names, but not all of them do. Right, you can go up there. Right, you're on current... You're essentially on rotation. Congratulations, you're an MMO character, you're on rotation. You're also on rotation for D&D, but D&D happens in here, so I'm wondering if you can fit in the shelf somewhere. Dragon section is full, and the shooting star section is full, so this is not a good situation. Might have to go back into the bedroom. Ironically, he has got a spot in the bedroom. Can you fit there? You're gonna fall. You're gonna fall out of there. Like, I feel like when the owl comes off rotation, it can sit here next to the little owl. I move the muffin. Yeah, they sit quite nicely, and the muffin can like go there. But you're being cuddled at the moment, so you'll sit there. My plushie blanket that I mentioned earlier in the stream. That's the point. Where's the shark at? My shark is at Mum and Dad's at the moment. They got nominated to comfort my brother's wife when she came to visit because she was having pains because baby. So because we were mid-move and they were big, she was like, I want to help, and then everyone was like, you can help by resting. And I was like, here you go, cuddle the Blahage, cuddle Sebastian. So yeah, he's at Mum and Dad's at the moment for cuddling. I think I will bring him back now that they've gone home. Yeah, I talked about this early on stream. This was from when I was learning to knit. My nan was teaching me how to knit, so I made little blankets for my plushies. Gets the blanket. You get the blanket. You get the blanket because you're the hot water bottle. Okay. Well, we've condensed into one box. Somewhere, someone else has their own shark. I named that one Lewis. Same naming convention? Is it the same naming convention? Yes. Wonderful. Wonderful. Blige! Yeah. I don't know where he's gonna go either. He might sit on top of Archer, who is currently obtaining his own hoard of plush. Okay. Right. So we've still got a box of plushies, but we've gone from 1, 2, 3, 4 plushie containers to 1. So I think that's a pretty good job. The shark plush is so soft and cuddly, though it's quite big. Yeah, they're great. I'm shocked that those sharks are so good, but I understand why. I understand why they essentially became like an internet, like, not even a meme, like icon. Like that particular shark became really well known on the internet, and I assume it's because that they're big, well made, soft, and not that expensive. Right, so they're in there. Okay. We are down to a box. I think the spook was secretly hoping that the handful of plushies that are in the bedroom were going to come in here, and if anything, the plushies that are in the bedroom are going to be accompanied by these plushies. Archer is way bigger than you. Yes, Archer is big. If I get all the stuff off of Archer's back, I'll show you how big he is. Ah. There's another box. There's another box. How big is Archer? 59 inches head to tail. I believe. And and the reason I remember that is that 59 is, Arcanine's Pokedex number. So I believe it's 59 inches. Yeah, 59 inches head to tail. What's in here? What's in here? Harry or Henry? It's weird that I flip between the two. I think it's Harry. Harry, who is companion to Charlie. UK Games Expo again. Rayquaza! He's got like a weird, like... He's got like a... It's not even like a wire. But he's got like a rigid thing in him that you compose. So like you can curl him up like his picture and make him stand. I'm not small, the plushies are just big. Yep. I've got a good mixture of big and small. And we have the shiny Gyarados as well. Naren bought this and then gave it to me. We got them from the same person. I bought a Rayquaza and he bought a shiny Gyarados, and then when he went to go home he was like, you can keep the Gyarados. And I was like, ah! Sticks. Alright, what else? I'm just investigating what's in here basically, because none of this is going to fit in there. I feel like Curls is taller than you. That's a big statement to make. How tall is Curls? I don't remember exact height off the top of my head. Oh. There's the shiny. It's the only shiny plush I have. Again, it was spur of the moment. I bought the Umbreon, and the same person who was selling it also had the shiny. I think they did me a deal. I think they did do me a deal of like, oh, you can get the normal and the shiny, and I'll give you, you know, X amount off, so I did. This guy is one of my designated traveling plushies of going on holiday, grab a plush because he's not too big. Much like the husky that is up on the top shelf. I wonder if they can fit next to each other. My two travelers. There you go. My two travelers. Oh! Okay. A portion of this box is just a cushion. Another teeny tiny dragon that has a... It's not a lint. It's not a lint, but it's like Aldi's version of lint. But that's a chocolate reindeer collar. It's not a bell, it's like a tag. It's got a reindeer symbol on it. Which I just decided this dragon for some reason should have. Little Shark! This is from taking Nerin to the aquarium. Also, you'll notice that a lot of plushies have memories associated with them. Because that's how my brain works. So, yeah. This is Captain Nero, I remember now. Captain Nero from Neroin's visit to the aquarium. This is the Cadbury mini egg parrot from when Nerin went to Cadbury World without me, because I had to work. Oh, the other Sum parody. Sausage dog. It's a husky. Right, you've got a companion just here in the fox. Fox and dog. So you can both sit there. Right, this tall boy has got static legs. These do not bend. They've got something very hard in them. I don't know if it's a piece of metal, but it's very hard. So he is awkward because he has to stay bolt upright. He cannot be squished very well, unlike some of the other ones. So he's definitely not going anywhere. Ah. My only actual Sum Sum. So this is what Sum Sums actually are, which is what TUI was parodying. Which are official Disney merch. So they are expensive. And I have a Tigger one. And that is it. That is all I have as a Sum Sum. The only other Sum Sum I'd be interested in having is a Stitch, but I won't lose sleep over it. All go together. I like Disney films, but I'm not one of those, like, Disney mad people. But I do like Lilo and Stitch. Right. Are these two boxes condensable or not? This box is already very full. Oh, and Alora, which I believe is from me and Spook visiting Twycross Zoo. And this is Alora, who is named after Alora from Critical Role, and the only reason for that is because the type of leopard that they had was the Amur leopard, and my brain just went Amur, Alora, I'm gonna call her Alora. So, there you go. She used to reside on the sofa. Currently Zen is residing on the sofa, because I'm me. So when I'm sat on the sofa, I like to have a plushie to cuddle. And they can be good resting for controllers. So she was a sofa dweller. Also, interestingly, the way they designed this plushie, it's designed so that this back leg goes underneath. So this back leg has, like, no stuffing in it. So that it can go flat under the body. Which is a clever way of designing it. Hey, a Magnemite escaped and no one caught it, and then it used the Magnemite emote. I can confirm Curls is a touch taller than Chaos. What the fuck? Wow, we found someone shorter than Curls. I'm sorry, Curls. Affectionate. Love you. Right, right, Alora, are you gonna fit in this box? Maybe if I squoosh you a little bit. I don't know if our tough boy is going to fit in there, though. Ah. Can we put Polka Doll Evie on the shelf? Yeah, right on top of Bulbasaur. Kind of blocking Pichu. That's a shame. There we go. We've got all our Polka Dolls. I chime in with haven't you people ever heard of? Closing the goddamn door now. This is more of a souvenir than a plushie. It's got a keyring hoop, so again, I'm kind of thinking maybe I actually put this on a pin on the pin board, and he can hang with Celebi. Come on, one more dragon. One more dragon. Oh. And it nearly punched the ceiling there. Oh my goodness, you are so silly. I probably could put you on the Pokemon shelves, but do I want to is a good question. It's like, he could just go at the back, but then I'd have to move all of them forward. Closing the goddamn door, no. It's much better to face these kinds of things. The sense of poison rationality. Haven't you people ever heard of? Come on, let's shuffle these around. We're emptying and refilling. We're emptying and refilling to try and to stack the box, basically. Re-stuffing all of the evolutions back into the box. Come on, can we get it down to one box? Can we get it down to one box? I believe. Shark. 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 Like, frickin' just. Just. But it's one box. Bit of a overflowing box. My mouth is dry and my throat hurts and I'm out of water. Any minute. Just downed like half a litre of water. Excuse me. That's what I get for drinking so fast. Kels told me she's on the top of 6'1", of 5, not 6'1", Jesus. She's at the top of 5'1", like 5'2", whereas Chaos is very much 5'1". Also, he wants to know that when I said to Kels, I have someone shorter than you, part of the group, she went, I'm free! Yes! Free! Right. I think we're done here. Our noodles are also going in the box. He's like, no! Freebie! Okay. We've condensed it to one box, and the one box can go under the table for now. It's not going to stay there, because Lord knows I wouldn't feel comfortable having a table full of cakes above a box of plushies. But gets it out of the way. Right. Alright, so we've got a couple of big boys here who wouldn't even fit on a shelf if the shelf was empty. And these two who are on rotation, for lack of a better word. I mean, this guy's on permanent rotation because they are a D&D mascot, essentially. But yeah, these two are going in the room. This is the designated Curls plushie. Curls cuddles this boy every time she comes to visit. And she's going to be visiting soon. And we've got a bunch of hats that I guess are going to go with our hats. Can't say I'm ever going to wear them. Maybe I'll wear them just for hilarity's sake at some point. Yeah, those are pillows. Again, I don't know what to do. And Charlie and Harry, who are special classification big boys. They're essentially what I would refer to as winter plushies, in that in the winter when it is very, very cold, and you've got cold, you know, you've got extra pillows and extra duvets. I also have extra big plushies, which also help me stay warm. So I don't use them a lot in the summer because they get too hot. But now that it's starting to get cool, I'm going to want them again. When I lived with my parents, they would get put in the loft, essentially. They would get put in the loft. We've, like, oversaturated again, probably because I've walked away. We had to, like, compensate. There you go. I just wanna die anywhere else. Oh, you can die anywhere else. Boxes can go in there. That's a bag of bin fodder because the bag got torn to shreds somehow. Right. I'm gonna put these boys back in the bedroom at least because that's where they are for the moment. He's gonna live here for Pearls. These two technically will also be bedroom boys, but I need to work out where they're gonna go. Then I don't know if there's necessarily under bed storage for them anymore. I've got to work it out basically. I will say, I love that this guy's stuffing has all gathered at the bottom, and his, like, torso bit here is, like, empty. And that is from literal years of me holding him like this. Because I had this guy when I was, like, 6. He's an old boy. You know, when you're 6, that's, like, nearly as big as you. So you're just there holding this, like, I've got a big dog. So all his stuffing has migrated down to the bottom, and now he's got a very big butt. Right, let's put these two in the bedroom.
Just not here, no.
Okay, right. So, under the bed, there is a little space. It's mostly, under the bed is all full of, like, bed linen, you know, change of sheets, change of duvets, you know, all of that jazz. There's a little bit of empty space, which could probably fit one of these guys. I don't know if, I'll ask Smook, I don't know if we do want to fill that space with these guys, or if that space is reserved for something else. Ooh, a Murkrow. Again, I forgot that I did stuff on Streamlabs and Streamlabs signed me out. There's also, you'll know this, Stanji, there's cupboards over the top of our bed. There's technically space in there that one of these could go in as well. But I might need that space for my clothes. Because despite having been moved in here for like 2 months now, I still haven't fully sorted my clothes either. And I may need that space for my clothes. So I don't know if I should be putting a plushie in there. But there's not really anywhere else this guy can go, so he will just end up kind of in the same situation that Archer was. I mean, Archer was on the floor before he was on top of this, so this guy may just end up, like, sat on the floor. Like, if I tilt the camera down. See how there's a gap there? That might just be where he lives. I got a bird! Yay! That might just be where he lives. Same with the Curls dog and Charlie. That might be their home. I mean, I said I didn't know what to do with these pillows, so maybe I put these pillows down here. And then dogs can sit on them. Oh, so yes, there's a radiator behind this. You think that radiator's ever gonna get used? By me? If I get cold, I'm gonna get a blanket or a plushie, not the radiator. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Charlie is a bit bigger. Charlie also has big butt syndrome. His upper torso has next to no stuffing, and his butt has a lot of it. Charlie is bigger than Harry, so maybe Charlie goes let his legs go down the back a bit. This might be our solution for now. We've got a dog stack! Right. There is a hat pile in one of the cupboards that I checked, so I'm gonna go put that on there. Yeah, sorting out those cupboards is a whole other thing that I've got to do in like 2 weeks. In a week, sorry, because spoiler alert, Kels is going to help me do it, because Kels is going to be the voice of reason where I try on clothes and go, does this look good? And she will very much go, yes or no, and help me get rid of stuff, because I am a hoarder. You couldn't tell from the everything. I am a hoarder, and I struggle to get rid of things. So literally one of the jobs that Kels is going to do, other than sitting on my sofa and relaxing, is helping me get rid of clothes that I don't wear. But I think, well, she's done. Oh yeah, Archer. I don't know if I can get a good angle to sort of show you just how big he is. I need to, like, the camera needs to, like, zoom out so that you can see. The wire is not helping. That's an empty box. Kinda. Big boy. Big boy. Large. Big. Big boy. Hi, Cookie! I've been doing plushie sorting. Can you see? I need to, like, I have to stand so far back for you to see him all. That's how massive he is. There we go. His tail touching the floor. He's big. He's a big boy. Love him. My special big boy. And I made a 3D model version of this guy that can be thrown at my VTuber avatar. The Spook wants me to make the rest of my plushies, which I think is a good idea. He said it several times, and I have continually said, yes, it's a good idea. I've just not got round to doing it. God, it's an endeavour just to pick him up. There we go. Good lord. Make sure he's sat on there properly. Don't want him falling off. There we go, big boy. Right. So there's Big Boy Archer, but more importantly, there is the plushie horde, successfully homed. The plushie horde has been homed. Most of it, anyway. We didn't manage to fit it all in. That's how many plushies we have. This chair needs to go somewhere else. I don't know where it's going, but it needs to go somewhere else. Right, this box can go out the way. That's my bag. Get that under that desk there. That's the Sadie box. Ugh. Lean this against the wall just here, out of the way. I can. Brilliant. Ah, some of the stuff has fallen off my shelf. There we go. This all lives here at the moment. Excuse the noise. This tube contains a massive poster that I want hung on that wall, but I want it framed so it doesn't get damaged. And trying to find a frame that fits this is going to be hard because it is size A0. Shops don't tend to stock that size. So either I gotta get something custom made or I try to make it myself. I don't know. So that's another job that hasn't been done. Anyway. There's more space in my room now. I've got floor space again to play VR in. That box is empty, so it's going away. I got floor space that I can play VR in again now because all of this had boxes of plushies in it, which is now there. I can't believe that took us 3 hours. I genuinely thought that I would do this for an hour and then do some art. And it has genuinely taken us the entire stream. Ugh. We had a rare thing today, which I can add to our frickin' stream bingo. We had a hater turn up in the chat. That was fun. Gave them the boot, obviously. That's something to add to bingo. Have a random hater turn up. But there we go. Okay, I guess I gotta discuss, throwing stuff away. I feel like keeping these boxes might be useful. Feel the sneeze? Have I scared it off? No, I think we're okay. Let's see. That needs to go in the loft. This box needs to go in the loft. These are my old Build-A-Bear. I think these are going in the loft as well, actually. I think all three of these boxes are loft boxes, I think. They are stuff that I want to keep, but do not immediately need. Which will clear that up as well. Okay. And I guess now I gotta decide what I want to do for dinner as well. Warm. I'm warm now. Got the fan on. The lighting. I closed the curtains because I thought having too bright a light source, you see how stark the light is on my face. Didn't think it would be very good. Oh, that's why I'm getting hot. The sun's on that side of the house now. Sun starts on that side, comes over. So, 4 or 5 o'clock. That's when it gets hottest, when the sun's shining on my side of the house. It's been sunny today. Okay. Ah, this makes me happy. Oh, my boyos.
My parents are going to be so disappointed.
Don't get your tail shut in the door. Yeah. There we go. We perfectly timed it. It took us 3 hours. Oh, the handle needs tightening. Doesn't do anything, it's just decorative. But it needs tightening, apparently. Yeah, look, a proper streamer background of all of my plushies crammed onto a shelf. Happy. I'm happy. I'm happy that they've got a home. So when I lived with my parents, they had to live in boxes under the bed or boxes up in the loft. And I was much happier in the flat because we were able to have more of them out. But again, because there were so many, it was generally like they would be under the bed and put in places. And yeah, just not a lot of room. It's not all of them, but it's the majority of them. And that makes me really happy. I get to cuddle them when I want to. Okay. I'm being gross and happy stimming. This is embarrassing. Oh my god. Wow. Right. Let's bring this back down. Okay. Well, since that's our regular stream window filled, I guess we didn't do art today and we did this instead, but I had a really fun time, so I'm still happy. I'm gonna go look at making some dinner, and we will be back for game stream tonight. It's probably gonna be Cult of the Lamb. I did discuss maybe doing Palia yesterday, but I think it's probably gonna be Cult of the Lamb. So make sure you tune in for that. And you can get your own cultist added in using the fancy Twitch thing, the add-on. So that's fun. And I will see you there. I'm going to move my microphone back to where it is so it's not ridiculously loud. Thank you, everybody, for joining me in my weird hyper-focus stream of me being happy over the stuff I have. Like plushies. Like plushies. They make me happy. And I've got my plushies. Alright, I'm gonna go. This is gross. I'll see you all in a few hours. Thank you much. I love you all. Bye!